In leaving the people's business in their hands, we cannot be wrong. We cannot absolutely know that all these exact adaptations are the result of preconcert. But when we see a lot of framed timbers, different portions of which we know have been gotten out at different times and places and by different workmen, Stephen, Franklin, Roger, and James, for instance, and we see these timbers joined together, and see they exactly make the frame of a house or a mill, all the tenons and mortises exactly fitting, and all the lengths and proportions of the different pieces exactly adapted to their respective places, and not a piece too many or too few, not omitting even scaffolding, or, if a single piece is lacking, we see the place in the frame exactly fitted and prepared to yet bring such piece in such a case. We find it impossible not to believe that Stephen and Franklin and Roger and James all understood one another from the beginning, and all worked upon a common plan or draft drawn up before the first lick was struck. Be excellent to each other. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. My best friend is the man who'll get me a book I ain't read. Affection for her, of the compatibility. With malice towards none. January 26, 1863, and now beware of rashness. Beware of rashness, but with energy and sleepless vigilance go forward and give us victories. If you have ever studied geometry, you remember that by a course of reasoning, Euclid proves that all the angles in a triangle are equal to two right angles. Euclid has shown you how to work it out. Now, if you undertake to disprove that proposition, and to show that it is erroneous, would you prove it to be false by calling Euclid a liar? The only difference between stepping stones and stumbling blocks is the way we address the rocks cast into our path. I never had a policy, I have just tried to do my best each and every day. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. I listen to everybody, but most of the time I learn not to do. I will say then that I am not, nor ever have been, in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of the white and black races, that I am not nor ever have been in favor of making voters or jurors of Negroes, nor of qualifying them to hold office, nor to intermarry with white people, and I will say in addition to this that there is a physical difference between the white and black races which I believe will forever forbid the two races living together on terms of social and political equality. I would save the Union. I would save it the shortest way under the Constitution. From the Prayer of 20 Millions by Horace Greeley, 1862. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. My paramount objective in this struggle is to save the Union, and it is not I that is to save or destroy slavery. The Prayer of 20 Millions by Horace Greeley, 1862. When arguing with a fool, make sure the opponent isn't doing the exact same thing.